Hello, and welcome back to Debunking Fitness by Kay. I am your host. I am Kay, and I also go by Kirsten, but that's a hard name. So, hi, I'm Kay. And this is a podcast where we talk about all things health and fitness, and just how to live a healthy life and make it not so complicated. Everything in this world makes everything so freaking complicated, and my goal, my mission, is to make it feel not so complicated. So that's what this is all about. We are debunking fitness. We are taking fitness, nutrition, health principles and saying, yeah, I don't think that's quite right. So if you are watching on YouTube, you may notice that my quality of video is a little bit better. I'm trying something new. I'm just recording it on my phone, uploading it from my phone to YouTube, and then deleting it off of my phone because this is going to be a long video that's going to take up so much space. So this is what we're doing because I was sick of the platform that I was using beforehand, and hopefully this will amplify the quality of voice better. So welcome to a new trial of something that is a little bit more complicated. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe I'll change it next week. I don't know. I'm still figuring this all out. So if you're here, thank you for being here. So what we do, the format of this podcast, because I try to make this podcast something that I love to make. And so I've combined two things that I really love that I think go hand in hand in my title together. They're very different topics, but I quite enjoy both of them. So I talk about all things health and fitness. I am a personal trainer, athletic trainer, nutrition coach, and I help people every single day live healthier, happier, better lives. And then the other half of my podcast is showcasing my spooky personality. And we cover one paranormal story. Basically, I just tell you the story and I kind of react to it. And I think it's fun to read them and to learn about people's stories. And so they're all true stories. I find them on Reddit. It's very scientific, I know, but I just think it's fascinating. I think the human experience is very fascinating, and that's why I'm in the business that I am. One quick announcement before we continue. So today is March 4th. Yes, March 4th. And I will be posting it the same day that I am recording it. So after I record this, I will just post it. And my announcement is that I have a free coaching giveaway. It is 3 months of coaching, absolutely for free. It is running from now until March 15th. And if you are watching this in that time frame, the link to apply is in my bio. So if you are seeing this on Instagram, it's in my bio. If you're seeing this on YouTube, it's in my bio. If you're listening to this on Spotify, you're gonna have to go to my YouTube page or my Instagram because I don't think Spotify will allow me to put that link in my bio, but if it will, it'll be on Spotify. Okay. And if you are on TikTok and for some reason find me off of TikTok, TikTok doesn't allow me to put links in my bio that are not already like preset in their system. So you're going to have to go to YouTube or Instagram. Anyway, bottom line is the link to apply is on Instagram or on YouTube. And if you find me in any way, any other platform, or it's also on Facebook as well, just DM me Beachbod. I'll know exactly what you're talking about and I will enter you in. Again, that is 3 free months of coaching. Yes, 3 free. Say 3 free 20 times fast, man. It's so confusing. 3 free months of coaching that is valued at $1,500, 1500, all for free. I'm going to pick one lucky winner and that will be announced on March 16th. So if you apply and you win, yay, I'm so excited. But anyway, that was kind of my little spiel. So today's topic, we're going to get into it, is literally all about, my hand's going to be up front because I have some notes on my computer. So don't mind that. The setup is in the works. Okay, we're working on the setup, all right? But this is all about how we overcome gym anxiety and how we build confidence in the gym. Because I think that this is a topic that is not really talked about very much. It's also a very personal topic. So everything that I say may not work for you, or I might be completely resonating with your soul. And in that case, love it. Let's make a change, But we're going to talk about we're going to talk about all things gym anxiety and how to change that, because going to the gym is very scary. You can look up workouts any day. You can know how to work out by just Googling it, looking it up on YouTube. There's a million bajillion videos, and there are so many people into the fitness space. I am just a grain of sand lost in the sea, okay? I'm a drop in the ocean, all right? There's a million of us, but there's not a million of me. I'm just me, so that's what makes me unique. And my unique approach to caring for people and helping people, okay? And so let's talk about what gym anxiety is and why it's okay to have it, first of all. And also why nobody would ever talk about this and why you can't just look this up on YouTube. Okay. So gym anxiety is caused most of the time by a lack of knowledge and a lack of confidence, a lack of experience, and also fear of judgment. And you are just out of your element. Gym anxiety is so common. And it's really just kind of boils down to you might be new at this. You might be in a new area and don't really know the gym. You might be starting a fitness journey and you are not very comfortable in your body. And so you are scared that somebody at the gym is going to look at you and be like, oh my gosh, why is that girl even here? She doesn't deserve to be here. She is so out of shape. She is so blah, 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 whatever. Mean words, okay? Those are mean words from people that you, A, don't know, and B, you probably will never, ever talk to, and C, you may not even ever see again, okay? These are strangers. These are also drops in the ocean of people. Not to downplay their experience or their lives in any way, shape, or form, but we're talking about you, and you are important. You are more important than those random people that are at the gym that you might be thinking are going to be making fun of you, are going to look at you and be like, wow, that girl does not know what she's doing. What is she doing with those resistance bands? Does she even know how to lift a dumbbell? Gosh, she's so dumb. Those are not real phrases that are coming from people. I think those are a reflection of your fear, which is very valid. If you are an experienced gym goer and you are going to the gym, do you care about anybody else in the gym? Honestly, do you? Because most of the time you don't. You're there because you're there for selfish reasons. You're there to focus on you. You're there because you are trying to improve your body. You're not there to people watch. You're not there to people judge. You are not there to do any of those things. And so for all of those new gym goers or people who are starting out their fitness journey or people who have never lifted a weight before but want to, just know that you are going to the gym for a very selfish reason, to take care of your body. And not to say that selfish is a negative word in this scenario. It's okay to be selfish. That basically just means you're taking care of you first and foremost. That is what selfish means. You are thinking about yourself, and that is fine because you live in your own skin, you live in your own body, you take care of yourself, you live in your brain every single day. So you want it to be a good place to be in. I think that's totally fine. And I think if anybody yells at you for being selfish, for taking care of yourself, that's a reflection on them, not you. But I think it's important to know that everybody feels those feelings. Everybody feels a little bit selfish. And so whenever you go to the gym, nobody is paying attention to you. I'll say that very loud and clear. Nobody is paying attention to you except for you. You're the only person paying attention to you. People may look at you, but they are looking to see if you're looking at them. Just like you look around at people. You're looking to see if anybody's looking at you. Everybody gets nervous at the gym. It's a very vulnerable place. It's a vulnerable area. You are doing something in that space that is not pretty. It's not cute. It's not amazing. Unless you have like the most gorgeous beach bod in the whole world, you probably don't feel oodles of confidence in there. I still don't, okay? And I would say I've definitely worked for my body, but I do not have I do not have like the most beautiful beach bod I've ever had in my whole life. Okay. I don't have 5% body fat. I don't have solid muscle everywhere. Okay. I'm a human. I have a good body. I have solid muscle foundations. I have strength and I have confidence, but I do not have who's an example? Like bikini model-esque bodies, like those bodybuilders who go to those shows who spend like months in a cut, getting rid of their body fat, building the muscle. Like, I'm just a lifestyle athlete. I'm just someone who works out because I want to have fun with my life. And that's it. I don't really focus on those things. And I really could, but it's not really a goal of mine. So just know that nobody in the gym is like that. And I don't even know where I was going with that train of thought. I lost my train of thought. But bottom line is that, like, everybody there needs improvement, and everybody is feeling self-conscious about their bodies in some way, shape, or form. And that's why they're all there, is to improve themselves and to improve their bodies and to love the skin that they live in, just like you. And so just know that it is absolutely, like, it's not an isolating experience. It's a very, very, very common experience that everybody goes through at some point or another. Someone is always a beginner, whether that was 5 years ago or literally yesterday. Somebody is always a beginner, and someone is always in the same shoes as you. So coming towards the gym, a good mindset shift is to look at it as a shared experience. Know that everybody in there is also feeling all of those same feelings that you're feeling, most likely. And we're all doing this together, and we're all working on our bodies together. And so it also brings me to, like, gymtimidation. I don't know if you've ever heard that word, but gymtimidation is the intimidation of the gym. Okay. And it's a real thing. And so when you go to the gym as well, it's important to know that you can claim a space. It's important to realize that you are worth taking up space in the gym, because your health and fitness is just as important as Sally Jane Doe's and Brian, whatever, Musclehead Brian in the corner. Okay. You're just as important as those people. So, it's important to claim a space, and to, kind of own a little corner of that gym too, is a little bit tip, but we'll get into more depth about that in a second. But just know that whenever you're going to the gym, that right there is progress in your health and fitness journey. I think getting to that point is truthfully a very scary thing. That's why a lot of people don't do it. And that's why you're feeling those feelings of anxiety. But going to the gym is a win in and of itself. It is progress in and of itself. And it is those small things that will make a huge difference. And so, I would say that consistency when going to the gym, is more important than feeling maybe like you, that you belong in the gym, that you feel comfortable in the gym, because that consistency shows that you're making that progress. But truthfully, it's all like a mindset shift. It's a lot of self work, and it's a lot of looking inwards and seeing, okay, well, what is actually the problem, and what is something that I have control over and that I can manipulate and shift around so that it feels more comfortable for me. For example, one of those things, for me personally, I am not a big fan of big box gyms. I hate them with a passion. And by big box gyms, I mean those big open floor gyms that are like the ones that have $10 a month memberships. They can house so many people. They're big, open not landscape, that's outdoors. Big open architecture, that's the word. This is like, for example, to put a name on it, these are your EOS gyms. These are your Vasa gyms. These are your... I haven't really been to any other gyms other than those two that I've actually hated. But they're like those big open concept gyms. Maybe like a Lifetime Fitness, although I've been to a Lifetime Fitness and that's actually not that bad. I think it just depends. I don't know, but it's those gyms that everything is in one room and you can see everybody everywhere. And there is like, it's overcrowded. It is kind of claustrophobic in there. And also all of the equipment is taken up all of the time, because it's cheap. and it's not a like a specialty gym, okay? And in those gyms, you get people from all walks of life in those gyms. Everybody wants a deal, everyone wants a discount, everyone wants to go to the gym for free or for really freaking cheap. And so those gyms, they acquire people from all over the place. You have the people that don't own sneakers who go there. You have the people who have all of the cute matching Lululemon sets and the brand new On Clouds or On shoes or whatever, the Cloud Novas, whatever. I don't know. Who have everything brand new. They match. They're cute. They got their hair done. They have beautiful sets of makeup on, whatever, that just looks so put together, and they have beautiful tanned muscly skin and they look gorgeous. You have those people there. And then you have the people there who don't know what they're doing in any way, shape, or form and are just kind of taking up space while learning, and that's totally okay. But what I'm getting at is you have so many people in those gyms from everywhere. Everyone that you can think of that is a gym personality is there. And so in my personal experience, I absolutely hate going to those gyms because I don't dress like that. I don't dress in the cute matching sets unless I feel really good about myself. But most of the time, it's usually like sweatshirt and really dirty white shoes that I've had for 4 years and that are way clapped and need to be replaced, but I just haven't, don't have the money, whatever. Don't care to spend the money in that area. There's other areas of my life I'd rather spend money because it's just shoes. Or like I'm also wearing like sweatpants and my hair is wreck and whatever. I don't dress the part. And sometimes in those big box gyms, looking at all of like the cute girls who look so nice and their hair's all done and they look so gorgeous, go them, love that. Sometimes I have those days where I'm like, I'm feeling cute. But most of the time, I don't have those days. Most of the time, I look like a wreck. And it makes me feel like I don't belong. And it makes me feel like I'm not cute enough to be here. And I don't deserve to be here. And I need to be more put together. And no one's going to think I'm cute. And nobody's going to take me seriously or whatever, I get those moments. I get those quite frequently. So much so that I canceled my EOS membership and just decided I was going to work out at home. But I still have all the equipment and I have an at-home gym. So I'm still getting the great benefit from it and it's saving me money. But if I were to go to a different gym, then that would be fine. But the closest gym to me is EOS, and all the other gyms are really expensive. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I didn't cancel it because I was intimidated by it. That wasn't the main reason. I canceled it because I just don't like the layout of that gym, and I can get everything in normally. Anyway, I'm derailing and kind of invalidating myself. But the bottom line is I get it. I totally understand because that's my experience too. And if it's your experience and it's my experience, and I am a personal trainer and I've been in the fitness field for literally 15 years, okay? Been in this space for a really long freaking time. I get it. It's okay. And there are more people that feel this way. If I feel that way and you feel that way, then the next 20 people you see, or 20 people out of the 50 people you see in your day also feel that way, or whatever, you're not alone. And so I think whenever you go to those gyms, or even just go to any gym, I think the main things to focus on is to how to plan accordingly around your emotions, because they are very valid. And I think that they make a lot of sense. And so when I was going to EOS, and I still kind of have that membership, it's done. I just barely canceled it purely just to save money. I still went, but it's just purely to save money. I would plan certain times to go or certain outfits to wear, or I would have certain playlists to play, whatever it may be. I coped because I knew that the experience that I was feeling is very normal, and I'm still able to get a good workout in at that gym. And so, yes, I think that it's important to modify things for your feelings and your experience, but also you can learn to work with them so that you can still see the results and just say nope, or instead of saying like nope, I'm not going to do it because it's too scary, I don't like it, everybody hates me there, and I don't want to be there, and it stresses me out, because that in turn shows that you value your stress more than you value your health. Let me just re-say that again. You value your stress, your anxiety, your emotions that are the negative emotions. You put more power into those emotions than you do actually your health. And yes, they are a part of your health, but your health is what's going to keep you alive and alive for longer and alive in a healthy way for longer. So if you are, let's deep dive into that. What does that actually mean? What does that actually look like? So I get a lot of the time people want to be healthy for their family. They want to be healthy because they want to show their kids what it looks like to live a healthy life. They want to teach their kids really good principles. They lead by example. And the example that they're setting at the current moment is not a healthy example. They are drinking all the time. They are smoking all the time. They are very sedentary. All they do is watch TV. They're gaining weight at an exponential rate. And they feel like that example is not setting their kids up for success, because they're noticing in their kids that their kids don't want to do anything. Their kids want to stay inside all day. Their kids complain about wanting iPads all day. Their kids want to just want to watch TV because you watch TV. Their kids want to not go outside and play with their friends. Their kids don't want to put in the effort because you don't put in the effort. Their kids think playing at the playground is annoying if it's longer than 15 minutes because they would rather go sit on the couch and watch their favorite show because that's what you do. So we lead by example. And so I have a lot of parents who, if they are saying, oh no, the gym is too stressful, I can't do it, I'm just not going to work out. It's too hard, can't do it. I'm just going to sit on my butt and eat my potato chips and watch TV because that's comfortable. And I know that. That's what your kids are going to do. And your kids are going to be eventually one day looking at their health and fitness and say, no, that's too scary, can't do it. And that kind of leads to chronic health problems and early death and being very immobile at the age of 60 when you should still feel like you're 30 whenever you're 60. Truthfully, the body doesn't really start declining until you reach age 70. And if your body starts declining at age 45 because you've neglected to take care of it because you are afraid, it's not an excuse. Fear is real, but the power of the mind is real. And if you want to overcome it because you care about being there for your family and you care about showing up for yourself and you care about setting a good example for your kids, if you care about all those things, then you should care about your health. A little slap in the face right there. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. So let's talk about okay, well, how do we make it more comfortable? All right, Kirsten. All right, Kay, you've literally slapped me in the face and now I'm listening. How do I get better? How do I get over this fear? Depends on the fear and depends on how severe and deep-rooted it is. I am not a therapist. I don't have that licensure. I'm not qualified to give you therapy, but I am qualified to help you figure out some tools and tricks that might work with you and your lifestyle and just give you some ideas. It is not science. It is not fact. And it's not a diagnosis. And I can't do that. But I can give you ideas from what I've seen and what has worked for me and my clients to help you feel a little bit better. So those are two. Let's see. I've got 5 things for you. Okay. 5 different things that you can do to help you overcome your gym anxiety, shift your mindset, and to start taking care of your health and to get serious about your fitness. Okay. The first one is having a plan. The second one is choosing the right time to go. The third one is accountability buddy. The fourth one is proper guidance and form. And the fifth one is your clothing choice. All things that you can control. So let's start with a plan, okay? Let's paint a picture. So you go to the gym and you are like, I have no idea what to do. I don't even know what I want to work out. I just don't know. I'm going to find the first equipment that's available and I guess just hang out on there until maybe I come up with a better idea. So you go to the treadmill and you start walking on the treadmill because you're like, doing something, okay, and you're on the treadmill for 15 minutes and you're like, I still don't know what to do. I guess maybe it looks like this one random machine is open and I saw some people doing it and I don't know what it's for, but it's the one where you have the little handles in front of your chest and you push out, okay, that one. On both sides, that looks available. Okay, I guess I'm just going to go do that. So you finish up your treadmill. Once that equipment becomes available and you go over there and then you start doing whatever it is at a very light weight because you don't want to hurt yourself because it's your first time back and you're like, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. And you do, I don't know, 10 of them at like 30 pounds and you're like, okay, cool. I did something. Okay. I guess I need to do more sets because that's what I've been told my whole life is you do 3 sets of 10. Okay. I guess I'm going to do that. So, but I need a rest because I'm sure you're supposed to rest in between too. So I'm just going to sit here and wait, until I feel like maybe doing 10 more. And then 2 minutes go by. You're like, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that's enough time. And then you do 10 more and you're like, okay, well, I got to do one more set. So I guess I'll just do 10 more. Okay, cool. You do 10 more. And you're like, okay, cool. Okay, what's the next available machine? Because I don't know what I'm doing. And then you find a leg extension machine, the one where your legs are down like this and you go up with your legs. You go up. It's a quad workout machine, but you don't know that. You just see that it's available and you saw somebody using it and it looked like they were struggling. You're like, okay, cool. I'm going to try that. So that's the next machine you go on to. And again, you just do 3 sets of 10, take little breaks in between. You have no idea what you're doing. And then all of a sudden it's been 45 minutes and you're like, well, I got to go home. And at the bottom line, you walked for 15 minutes on treadmill. You did 15 minutes on the shoulder machine, whatever, because you didn't actually rest for any specific amount of time. You just kind of guesstimated. And same with the leg machine. You did 15 minutes on there because you did your 10 and you sat and rested for an unknown amount of time. And then you did 10 more and vice versa. And now you've left. And now that's all you've done. It's not an effective workout. You feel like you didn't do anything. It feels bad because you didn't go with a plan. So the flip side of that is cool. Okay, I have this pre-written plan. Today is leg day. We are going to find a squat rack and we're going to do squats, lunges, and good mornings. We're going to do all 3 of those things and we're going to do them one after another. We're going to do 3 sets of 8 because we are going for strength gains and we are going to give ourselves 2 minutes or we're going to say 3 minutes. 3 minutes in between each round because they're working on different muscles. So we're going to do 10 squats, 10 lunges on each side, so 20 total. Or sorry, not 10, sorry, 8. 8 squats at 75% of our body or our 1 RM. And then we are going to do, again, 8 lunges on each side, 16 lunges total at 75% R 1 RM. And then we're going to do good mornings at 75% R 1 RM. And then we're going to rest for 3 minutes and do it again for 2 more sets. And then we're going to move over to another set, whatever. And then you know specifically what you're going to do. You know how long that workout's going to be. You know what weights you're going to do. That whole thing feels so much better in your brain, right? It feels like you're getting your time's worth. You are making the most of your time. And so that right there is so much better than wishy-washy. So making a plan and sticking to it, creating a plan so that whenever you get to the gym, you know exactly what you're doing. And there's no question, there's no, I don't know, maybe I should just go home. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. There's none of that because you have a plan. You're there to get it done. You get it done, you go home, redo it the next day, do another plan. That's a great way to overcome gym anxiety because it helps you to reduce that uncertainty. It helps you to feel like you have more power in your hands. The second one is choosing the right time to go. So choosing times that are not peak times, choosing times where there's less people in the gym so that there's less people that you feel like are looking at you, are judging you, are mocking you, whatever your brain is telling you. There's going to be less people doing that. There is also going to be more gym equipment available. And there will also be... it'll also be quieter. So if noise is a big thing for you, it'll be quieter in there because there's just not as many people. And so choosing the right time, choosing non-peak hours, going at like 11 a.m. on a Tuesday, if you have that time, or going really late in the evening, going at 9 p.m. or whatever, if you're a late night person, or going really early in the morning. 5 a.m., 6 a.m. There's bound to be less people there. Not everybody wakes up at 6 a.m. Not everybody wakes up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. I don't. I'm not a morning person. I'm the one that goes to the gym at 9 or 10 p.m. Or I go in the middle of the day at 11 because I have that time. Okay. Number 3 is to have an accountability buddy. Everything feels better whenever you do it with a friend. All of my ladies out there, you've been through high school. Okay. You know that bathrooms are scary and you have to have a buddy to go to the bathroom. Okay, you can't go by yourself. It's embarrassing if you go by yourself. You have a buddy to do it with you to make it less embarrassing. Same thing, okay? You have a buddy there to help you, motivate you, that you feel like you're in this together. If you're both lost, you're both lost together. If you're both crushing it, you're crushing it together. Gives you that serotonin boost that you are doing the right thing. Have a buddy. It is one of the best things to do. Tip number 4 is taking a fitness class or even hiring a coach to get proper guidance. So if you're like, I don't know how to create a workout plan, I don't have a friend to go to the gym with to make me feel better. That's what a coach is for, or a class, a fitness class. If you are like, I just need an in-person something, fitness class. It's a designated time, designated plan, and it's led by somebody who knows what they're doing. So this will help you to have a lot of guidance, have someone create a plan for you. That's exactly what I do. I create workout plans so that my clients don't feel this stress. I give them exact plans of exact weights of what they should be doing every single day of the week, every time they have a gym day. And it gives them the guidance so they can get in, get out, get their workout in, and get on with their lives. So hiring a coach or having a fitness class will help you to also learn more proper form so that you don't hurt yourself, and that you feel more confident in your workouts that you're actually doing. But it also just will help you build confidence whenever you have that guidance. You have a friend or you have a buddy who is walking you through this, who knows what they're doing, helps you also feel like you know what you're doing. And then last but not least, number 5, the right outfit. It will change your life. Having a comfortable outfit that you can wear will make or break your whole experience. That's why most of the time I just wear sweats, because it makes me feel comfortable. It makes me feel like I can move. It makes me feel like people aren't looking at me. I don't have a shape or figure that someone can see. And it also, it's just like comfy clothes. And I don't care if I'm sweating, because sometimes sweating makes me feel like I'm working harder, even though I'm absolutely not. I just like sweating. It makes me feel good. And so I just sweat a lot more and I feel so much cozier. Whenever you're having a bad day, for example, you want to wear your sweats. You want to wear your sweatpants. You want to wear your sweatshirt. You want to wear the baggy clothes. Wear that to the gym. Who says you can't? If you can move in it, you can work out in it. Wear your comfy clothes. And I think last but not least is to remember why you want to go to the gym. Remember why you want to get in shape. Remember why fitness is starting to be important to you. And hold on to that reason for dear life. I think that is the most important thing that you can do, because that is your motivation right there. If you don't have a reason why you're doing it, then you're not going to do it. But if you want to get in shape because you have a wedding coming up, you want to get in shape because you just had a kid and you want to feel like you again, you want to get in shape because you are having a hard time keeping up with your kids and you just want to play with your kids because that's all you've ever wanted is having kids to play with and to love and to cherish, and you get so tired so easily and so fast. All of these reasons hit so deep. You're tired of feeling embarrassed. You're tired of feeling uncomfortable. You're tired of wearing a t-shirt in the pool in the summertime. You're tired of wearing all of the baggy clothes because you never feel comfortable in your skin. Hold on to that reason. Hold it dear. Hold it like your life depends on it. And remember that reason. Write it down every single day. Talk about it with people, because that's what's going to keep you motivated to keep going to the gym, to keep doing this, to keep eating healthy, to keep doing all these things. If your goal is to not be in an elderly home whenever you reach 60, that's a great reason to get fit and to stay fit so that you can still move and be capable at age 60, 70, 80. That is possible. Your genetics don't have anything to do with that. Your metabolism has nothing to do with that. You can change your metabolism, and your genetics can only go so far. So if your genetics are set up for a slow metabolism, that's not your genetics. Those are your habits, and you can change your habits. You can do this. I believe in you. So fake it till you make it, man. Hold on to loose confidence until you find that real confidence, and your gym anxiety probably will still be there, but it'll be less and less, and it'll start to diminish, and you'll start to know what you're doing and start to feel a little bit more capable in the gym. I believe in you, and if you need someone to believe in you, go to my website, check out my Instagram, www.performancebyk.com or @performancebyk. Shoot me a message. Let's talk about all these things. I'm here to help you. I'll be your accountability partner. If you need an accountability partner, I'll be it. I got you. So thank you for listening to all of these things. I just believe in you, and I'll be all. And last but not least, I have a ghost story for you. This one is like an Asian ghost story. It is very fascinating. I apologize for my hands being in front of the screen if you're watching this on YouTube, because I'm going to be scrolling because I'm reading a story. But this one is, let's see, what's it called? It's called Why I Stopped Telling Ghost Stories. Very fascinating. I always think overseas stories are way cooler than American stories. And so this kind of brings in another different culture into the picture of somebody else's experience with the paranormal world. So let's just dive right in. To start, in my culture, we avoid saying ghosts, especially the particular ghost names. For example, in the Western culture, there's Banshee, Woman in White, Boogeyman, and stuff like that. In my culture, I'm Malaysian, we have ghosts like, and I'm sorry if I say these wrong, Pontianak, Pekong, Toyol, Langsur, among others. Saying their names out loud is said to some of them. I've summoned them. Maybe I've said them all wrong, actually, and I haven't actually summoned them because I don't know how to English, and I also don't know how to Malaysian. Anyway, if anything spooky happens to me because I've said their names out loud, I'll let you know. I love ghost stories, but not the Western kind. I love Asian ghost stories, perhaps because that's what I grew up with. I find them spookier than Western ghosts. Due to the language barrier, there's not a lot of Malaysian ghost stories available in English, so 6 years ago I started a YouTube channel where I read ghost stories that are mainly from Southeast Asia. I don't know what this YouTube channel is, but if I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. I would record my voice reading the stories at home, of course, since I was living with another girl at the time. She also happened to be my colleague. We were working at a customer service call center that operates 24 hours, and our shifts rotate weekly. Our 2-bedroom apartment was really small, and there was barely any privacy when it came to noises. So I would usually only record when my roommate was out, much like I do. I didn't want to bother her with my voice, and I would prefer not to have sounds from her going about her life in my recording. One time, my roommate was working the overnight shift, and she left around 8 o'clock in the evening, and I just got home from work 2 hours prior, so I decided to record my second video. About half an hour after my roommate left from work, I started recording in my bedroom. I think it was a little bit more than halfway through my second story when I heard someone entering the apartment, which was weird since her shift should have taken at least 8.5 hours. I thought if she came home early, it would be more than likely that she was not feeling well. So I went to check on her, and when I went to look for her, she was nowhere to be found. The only logical explanation was the sound from the next door unit. So I went back to recording. Not more than 15 minutes later, I heard the sound of a chair being pulled from underneath of our dining table and followed by water running in our shower room just seconds later. Confident I was home alone, I went to check it. My bedroom door was facing directly to the shower room door, and as soon as I opened my bedroom door, I had a clear view of the opened shower door, revealing a dark shower room. At this point, I was getting nervous. My thoughts were all over the place. I froze for a bit before deciding to look into the shower. The sound of water running can still be heard, and when I flicked the shower room light on, the shower was running, but there was no one in there. I turned off the shower and went looking for my roommate again. Maybe I missed her the first time, but still, I found nobody in the apartment. A little nervous, but I was determined to continue reading. I wanted to be a YouTuber and hoping one day I can quit my job and tell ghost stories full time. So I did. I finished recording the stories and went straight into editing. Around 1 a.m., I needed a toilet break. And as you can see in the diagram attached, the toilet was separate. I'll describe it for you guys. As you can see in the diagram attached, the toilet was separate from the shower and can only be accessed through the kitchen. After I've done my business, I was passing through the kitchen and I could hear a giggle from the living room. That stopped me on my tracks and I had a clear view of the well-lit living room, and there was obviously no one there. At this point, I knew I was not alone. I ran into my bedroom and locked the door behind me. I hid under my covers, and that's when I heard something trying to open my bedroom door. It went on for what felt like forever. I fell asleep, and for some reason, I finished editing my story and posted it a few days later. Everything quieted down for a little while, so I decided to record another story. And this time I was recording during the daytime. It was my off day and my housemate was out shopping or something. And everything went smoothly, so smoothly that I was able to post the video by the time my housemate came home. That night we decided to watch a movie together. Before we started the movie, I went into the kitchen to make myself some snacks while my roommate picked a movie. Our TV is positioned on the same wall that divided the living room and my bedroom and the sofa right across from the kitchen. I asked my roommate if she had found a movie, and she was looking at me with a surprised look. "Didn't you just go into the shower room like 30 seconds ago?" she asked. I shook my head and went to sit. The topic died there, and we picked a Malaysian horror comedy movie. Mid-movie, our shower room door whipped open violently, and we heard what sounded like a giggle. My roommate decided to sleep in my room that night, and that was the last time that we would watch anything related to ghosts. Since then, I often hear furniture being moved, giggles, and see shadows moving in my peripherals. But when I turn to look, there's nothing. Sometimes, even when my roommate is home. She's also experienced some spooky stuff in the apartment, like her back being tapped by something when she was in the kitchen, hearing my voice calling her name when I was not home, and a shadow running from the kitchen into the shower room while she was watching TV in the living room. We stayed there for a few more months until my roommate quit her job to move back to her hometown, and I decided to move in with another colleague. The new house was much larger. It was a 3-story house. I stopped recording ghost stories for a while after that, even though I love ghost stories. I do not particularly like experiencing one. It took me about 8 or 9 months before I had the courage to record another ghost story. It was not a very good idea, and I'll post about that one soon. And if you're wondering why I'm sharing this story now, apparently, even after I stopped recording ghost stories, I still encounter supernatural activity. So I might as well just share it anyways. That's it. So the layout of their house was, I'll do it. Here's the square. It's like a rectangle right here. Boom, rectangle right here. Okay, this is their room right up here. This is their roommate's room. So their room's right here, and then this is the living room, dining room, front door kind of thing. So like living room, dining room, front door, kind of right down here. And then their room's right here, little hallway, roommate's room is up here. And then this little hallway, this is the shower, and then that's the whole room. And then you go out of the shower room and then down a little bit and then go a little bit over here. This is where the kitchen is, and then up here is the toilet. So the shower and the toilet and the shower room are right beside each other. And the toilet has access through the kitchen, which is weird, if I might say so. If I do say so myself, that's strange. Anyway, well, I hope that none of that happens to me. I so far have not experienced anything creepy in my house. Sometimes maybe I experience odd things, but most of the time it's just, I think, my neighbors that I share walls with. So I'm not actually too creeped out about it, but I haven't experienced anything real. Life is pretty quiet around here, but I wish I knew what this YouTuber was. I would love to watch their content. That would be so sick. I want to know, like, do they feel like the spirit is attached to them? Do they feel like they summoned a spirit? Did they have stuff occurring in the house before they moved in, or like whenever they first moved in? Is it the house? I don't know. Is it just them? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, lots of questions I have on that one. So maybe I'll try to find the part 2 and talk about part 2 next time. But thank you so much for being here. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you so much. Your likes, your comments, your shares, whatever, all of that stuff is super important. Gets my name out and really helps out the channel a ton. Like every YouTuber says, anytime you like something, it boosts the algorithm and gets my message and my face to everybody, because all I'm trying to do is help people. Bottom line. So if you like this, if you resonated with this, if you learned something today, like it, comment any questions you have. Share this with someone that you feel like could use this advice, this story, this episode. I would love it. And thanks for being here. I'll see you guys next time. This is Debunking Fitness by Kay. And remember to always stay happy, stay healthy. That's not my line. That's from Dr. Mike, but I really like it. and yeah, enjoy your health journey and remember to make the most of it. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.